What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, coming at you from West Virginia. I love this load I'm on. Before I get into that, I want to give a shout out to the car hauler that pulled up next to me and gave me that little wave yesterday. I was wondering, I thought he just liked peaceful people, but he commented on my channel and said, hey man, I saw you running on 81 yesterday. So I took a look at his channel to see if he had any videos up. He only had one video up, but man, he has like 24 years experience. I'm wondering why somebody with all that experience is out here looking at a rookie like me. But anyway, what's up to you? Ms. Monique, I'm going to give you a call about your video yesterday when you're asking, if you need a mandatory 10-hour break. Listen, you just need to learn how to manipulate your logs a little bit better. When we talk on the phone, I'll tell you how to do that if you don't already know. And I might do a video on that because some newer people may not know how to kind of manipulate that log to ensure that they're going to get that break. It's pretty obvious. So anyway, why do I love this load? First of all, it pays well. You can't go wrong with the load that pays well. But it was my load coming off of home time, so I deadheaded out to Liberal, Kansas. Had a pickup window on it, so when I got the load, it was like on Sunday, but I was just relaxing too hard. I had a window all the way to like Tuesday at some time to pick it up. But I was like, you know what, let me just run out here and grab this bad boy. Went out there, picked it up, so I got all this time on the load, which is another reason I love this load. Haven't really had to wasn't one of those loads where you had to look at the clock and get ready to leave as soon as your hours come back. So I just love how nonchalant this load is. So, yesterday, this morning I dropped off my load. Now I had a window from 05:30 all the way to 13:30, I believe. And I was thinking, let me sleep in a little bit. But then I was like, nah, man, it's greater later. Let's get out here and get this load dropped off. So I pulled into this TA yesterday, like 1:30 in the afternoon. So I had a chance to chill all the way from 1:30 in the afternoon, all the way to I think I left at 4:30. Got to the receiver, great receiver. Got all my paperwork, gave me a door. Now, it was a great receiver as far as people go, but as far as the dock, not a lot of room up front, and side to side, our mirrors were about an inch apart. So it was a very tight dock. When I'm going into a tight dock, what I'll do is I'll slide my tandems, maybe not all the way to the rear, but enough to the rear where I don't have to worry about that overswing. So move my tandems to the back, got it in. Normally what I do is go in the back and chill out, but I was sitting, once I got parked, the truck to my right pulled out, and I wanted to make sure that I was in the driver's seat if somebody else needed to park next to me, and that paid off. So I'm sitting up here in the driver's seat, another driver comes, he's gonna go back in. Now normally if you're backing in, you could see the truck on your driver's side and you can't see it on your passenger side, so that's the truck you got to worry about. But this guy almost took off my front mirror, so I honked at him, then I got out, tried to help him in. It was just too tight. I don't know if he was new, not, whatever, but I told him, just straighten out, slide your tandems to the rear, and that should make it easier, and I'll get you in here. I'll guide him in. So he did that, backed in, good to go. So I got unloaded there at about 8:30 a.m. So I was like, cool. I got 200 miles to go to get to my West Virginia drop-off at 08 tomorrow morning. So went to the Loves, took a quick shower. It's good when you can put together those, those daily showers. Went in there, took a shower, and filled up my reefer and got on the road. Now, another thing that was cool about this load, you know, one of the service members that got killed in that Afghanistan explosion, they were taking him on his final ride to Arlington Cemetery. So I was kind of, you know, in that area where that was all going on, and they had flags over every overpass, things like that. So that was pretty cool. So one of the things also I liked about the load was the first load took 30,000 pounds off of me. I think I was running with about 38,000 pounds. So the first load took 30,000 pounds on me. And a lot of people say Peterbilts don't get good fuel mileage. Once you get over 100,000 miles, that fuel mileage goes up. So this trip I was pulling at about 9.6, actually about 9.4 once I started hitting those mountains. Got that 30,000 pounds off of me, and I'm sitting at about 9.5 right now, pulling all those hills in West Virginia and all that. So that was good. So I love this load because I'm sitting here 4 miles away from my receiver, and it's like 1:45 p.m. I have all the way till tomorrow. I'll leave here at about 7:30, somewhere in there, to get to this receiver. But I love having time on loads where everything's not just, you know, you got to hurry up and get it there. Typically I like shorter loads, but when I can like kind of relax on a load like this, I love it. Now, some of the excitement on this load I forgot about was I'm coming through, you know, they got construction and all that stuff everywhere, but the construction, it kind of loosened up, and all of a sudden I see like traffic like slowing really far down. So I'm like, what is going on? So about 15-20 seconds goes by, and I'm not seeing why the traffic is slow. There's a truck in front of me, so I can't really see past that. And next thing I know, it was a 3-lane highway. I see a car like come directly across the traffic and hit the barrier. So I'm like, how does that happen? So this probably happened about 8 car lengths in front of me. Traffic had kind of bunched up a little bit. Well, once I got up a little bit further, there was like somebody that had a camper. Not a camper, it was basically an RV, but it wasn't a good RV. It was one of them RVs like, you know, you got to be about that life to have that RV. It wasn't none of that comfortable shit. It was long, but it was I would not be rocking that RV. But apparently they were, well, not apparently, they were towing a vehicle, some kind of a smaller SUV, like I don't know, some kind of Kia Sportage or something like that. And in front of that there was a Harley. Well, the apparently they didn't have that shit, you know, hooked up right. I know they didn't, you know, I do know that if you have like that little ball and chain thing, you're supposed to like do the chain. That's, the chain is going to be your last resort. But I guess they hit a bump or something. That thing came up over the little ball, and the car, you know, and trailer hit the ground and then spun it out to the right. So luckily I was able to get through that before any police officers or anything like that got there, because I could imagine them stopping traffic for that. So that was pretty exciting. I mean, I'm surprised the car did not get hit. So what I'm thinking is somebody was seeing what was going on, or the traffic that was behind it might have seen that it was about to lose this car and slowed down enough to where, you know, none of them were involved, because that was a miracle that that car didn't hit anybody. So anyway, that's about it. The receiver I'm going to does have overnight parking, but listen, if you know how to run your hours right, you do not need to worry about going to no receiver and staying the night if you can get this close in. So I'm not doing that because in the reviews it does say that they do not have any restrooms or anything like that, and I like to at least have some amenities, you know what I'm saying? Trying to eat better, but you know, if I wasn't, you got an Arby's here and a Wendy's. This is a Go Mart, and I went and bought some, it's supposed to be hot salsa, we'll see. Bought some of that in there, and I bought some, I don't know what it was called, some West Virginia orange basil salad dressing, something like that. So we're gonna try that out. Anyway, just wanted to stop in here right quick, give you guys an update. It is gonna feel real good to like sleep in without an alarm, none of that stuff. So another reason I love this load. Now, okay, one thing I don't love about this load is no convenient washouts. So when I get to my receiver tomorrow, I'm gonna send my fleet manager a message and say, listen, I'm gonna need a washout. So, you know, plan me keeping that in mind, because I don't want to go 30 miles in the wrong direction to get a washout, which is the closest one. In case they send me to Ohio or something like that, I know that things are a little bit more plentiful right across the border. So I'll wait before I get the washout and go from there. Anyway, that's all. Just wanted to stop by and say what's up. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. And as Callie's Trucking Adventure would say, be peaceful, be kind and generous like Natalie Merchant, and all that. Laters.